description of damage output, to put it specifically. Now, when you're looking at damage output, there are three things to look into when it comes to the attributes. You're going to want elemental attack. Proceed whichever class you pick at the class the specification, the subclass that you choose. Check out the element that it requires. Once you know your class's element, your spec's element, this right here, for example, the class would be Assassin, and the subclass would be Light Fury. Once you know what elemental attack you should be putting into, you should be accumulating, you want to accumulate that. To quickly with the elemental attack, one of the best ways to get elemental attack quickly would be through Dragonware. I quickly bring that up. For example, this is my light Dragonware. So there's going to be light, there's going to be dark, there's going to be water, and then there's going to be fire. Right here is light for my Light Fury. Once I have four rare pieces, I get a bonus of 200 light attack. And that's very important because that is a very large chunk. Now you're going to get your other from your... See, we have 3 accessories and we have 2 weapons. So you're from all these, when you enchant them, you can acquire a certain portion of elemental attack. It is luck based, using enchantment stones, but this is another way to get an additional up to 500. Each accessory and weapon can max 100 to a specific elemental attack. I actually have a good example right there. Dark attack right there, 100. So up to 100. So if you add the 500 you can get from your accessories and your weapons combined, and the Dragonware, we're talking 700 at least. Now, to get any elemental attack further than that, you're going to need, if I go into the Jades, you're going to need attack element Jades. Now, depending on whether you purchase them, whether you put money into the game and you buy them, or you wait for events like I do and a lot of other people, you get them and you keep upgrading them naturally. But this is another way to get additional attack element. Now, there's... So we're talking about... So we got 10 extra avenues to getting more light attack. This is probably the hardest to focus on, honestly, because again, it's not just about time, it's also about money. You're going to obviously accumulate them faster with money. It's going to take a lot longer when you are just going event to event. So this is the hardest one to accumulate, to obtain. But it's also one that has a higher ceiling. But you can get 700 elemental attack, pretty quickly through your normal equipment by enchanting and then using Dragonware. So, getting enchanting and then Dragonware. And then by jading. Now, how do we accumulate your basic attack? Again, I have over 400,000. Now, my physical attack, Assassin is a physical-based character, is going to come through Strength, Attribute 2 section. So I can accumulate from Strength, or I can get pure physical attack. I'm going to get pure physical attack from from weapons and accessories. If you're lucky, see something a little bit like that. It's got strength, it's got actual physical attack right there attached to it. You can get it through enhancing as well, and you can forge them on as well. If I go to the forge, I have forged physical attack on there. So you can get it from forging and then refining, because you want to max that attack out. You want to max that out. See, that's in the purple. It's nearly maxed. And then you can increase your base attack by enhancing as well. It's probably one of the slowest ways, but over time you're still accumulating physical attack. You can also do it through Dragonware. Going back to Dragonware, if you get a full piece set, you're going to get 20k attack. Another way to accumulate it, outside of the enhancing, the enchanting, mainly, is going to be, you're going to want to do jades. My physical attack is actually a destruction jade right here. So you can increase it through the jade process. That's going to be not as slow as enhancing, but it's near and dear. But you can get a great boost. We're talking about each one of the 1,000. So yeah, you're going to get another 20 or 10,000. Alright, now this is the main baby. Emblems. Now, depending on the quality of the emblem, you're going to get a certain base attack. This is the A quality super emblems. Now when it's fully refined, you'll notice I have a 3-stat. I basically buy them off the shop with DC Dragon coins, and I refine max any that I get with basic attack, and you can have 8 emblems. I still have a little bit of work, but that's going to add a great portion. That's another way. And if you're lucky and you get whichever is current, this is current right now would be the S quality super emblem. I was lucky enough to get one with physical attack ranging almost at 10k. Almost at 10k. Those are going to be your best way to increase basic attack. The other avenues, sprites are a really good way to increase by a good portion. Just this sprite alone, a legendary evolving Iona, I can get over 12k attack just from awakening right there using awakening potions. And that's not even counting the fact that I can ascend, and for example I can pay 15 dragon coins for a 50-50 chance of getting player attack and accumulate even more sprites. They just accumulate attack like no tomorrow, and then when you upgrade them, it's actually insane. Very insane. From the first upgrade, it's near and dear doubling. So you're getting a 50% boost just on the first one. Just on the first one, you're getting a 50% boost. alone nearly 20k just in that. And that's not even counting all ascending whatsoever. So, and to go back to strength and intelligence, you can accumulate those through almost all of the above. The only thing would, including Dragonware, to combine this is the cool thing about Dragonware. So, the 3 attributes that I just talked about, the element, the basic attack, and then attributes such as strength or intelligence that also increase your basic attack depending on what class you have. Dragonware has all 3. So right here I can polish to get basic attack and strength. And if I'm lucky, I can polish them in purple. Max them out as close to max as possible. And this dramatically adds. You see that this right here, the 20k magic, that is just the bonus. Additionally, if you see this, up to 12k attack right there, basic. Add on to the strength right there. There's 4 of these suckers. You get the majority of your attack from Dragonware in the beginning of the game. As you get better weapons, naturally they're going to outweigh the Dragonware. But Dragonware, when you're first beginning the game, this is how you're going to get your biggest boost of attack. It's not going to come anywhere else. The biggest boost is going to be D-Ware. You won't find anyone that's going to say, don't invest in Dragonware. That's going to be a priority. Polishing into the proper damage output attributes. Getting that bonus element attack, which is the highest damage output in the game. Elemental attack. If you don't have elemental attack, you are sitting duck. You're going to be wondering, well, hey, I have more basic attack than this guy. He's got more elemental attack. I have less. He's out damaging me by quite a bit. Like, why is that? Like I said, I'm low on elemental attack. Anything over 700 is going to be pretty good, but you're going to want to aim a lot higher. Closer to 800 to really do some good damage. So that's a basic outlook. Outside of minions and mounts, they're pretty specific. You're going to get attack from them. You're going to get basic attack from every mount you get. It's going to stack onto you. You're going to want to aim for the S mounts. They're going to give 550 attack each. It's going to keep stacking. Now, you're not going to get... Well, your first immediate mount is going to give you that. Is going to give you up to 5%. That's actually quite a big chunk. So right there is very important. That's gonna... It's gonna do some damage. I'm gonna be honest. It's gonna do some damage. Bringing up the mount, so you're gonna get up to 5%. That's crazy. I guess before I go to the minion, to add to the 5%, so you've gotten, maybe you've hit a wall, I don't know, of your attack, high, as high as you've gone, but you don't have that mount that gives the 5%, get that. You're gonna see a bonus. But what we really want, this is what we really want. We want a glory weapon. Any one of these aura weapons. But most importantly, the ones that give the highest percentage. This alone right here, just as one item, gives 4%. Basic attack. It's crazy. It's crazy. the secondary weapon, aura weapon, and these are all separate from your main weapons. They're part of the costume. It's going to give another 3%. You're going to get 7%. 7% on top of your mount percentage. And that's not even including your costume as a whole. If we go to the costume, my costume's messed up here. Surely I have an example of one somewhere. Screw 1%. Okay, so let's just stick with the aura weapons. As far as I know, there is no set to this, or if there is, I don't know how to obtain it. I guess it probably is. But look at that, 3%. 3%. Freaking 3%. That's nuts. That's crazy. Add that on top of your mount percentage. Add that on top of your aura weapons. That's crazy. That is going to be your amplifier when it comes to damage output. The aura weapons take a long while unless you pay. It's going to be a long while before you achieve one, so it's going to be a long-term goal. But when you get that goal met, that extra percentage is going to pay off. And now looking at back in the costume. Alright, so 7 for your costume. If you get the 7 pieces, you get that attack bonus, yes. Okay. Now we have the wing, tail, and facial mark. I don't have any on my assassin right now. I'm just going to example that. These guys. Excellent. Alright, so now if you get a full set, 3, whichever one you want, if you're doing an event and you get a set of, wing, tail, and facial mark, look at that. Now it's not giving you a percentage on your basic attack. What it is giving you is a percentage on your secondary attributes. Now remember, you get physical attack from strength and intelligence depending on your class. That 5%, that is a great multiplier. So not only are there avenues to increase your physical attack, but there are avenues to increase your percentage sub-attributes. So now that's just quite a bit of an explanation on how to increase your BP, your damage output, for someone who just casually plays and is wondering, how do I compete with other players, with pay-to-play players? How to optimize your best for casually playing. So you're going to want to focus on elemental attack, physical attack, and your secondary attributes depending, whether it be strength or intelligence. And just remember, you can accumulate all those from your gear. Prioritize forging your gear. Prioritize setting up your dragonware. Prioritize your jades. Prioritize your emblems. Buy emblems. Find those third stats. Get them. Basic attack. Remember to polish your D-ware. Polish that sucker. Get your mounts. Get your sprites. You won't regret that. So much damage can come from sprites. So much basic attack. It's insane. absolutely insane. Try your best to focus on getting aura weapons. Don't forget those minions. Don't forget them. Did I mention don't forget them? And keep on pushing, because this game is unmerciful. You gotta play constantly. You gotta playing through events week after week after week. There's a lot of luck involved in casual playing. But if you play long enough, if you like the game, just continue these progressions and you will see a noticeable difference in your... I don't play that, by the way. In your stats. Alright. With that said, I would like to bid an end to this video, and if this video is liked, if what I've put forward has been looked at in a positive view, then feel free to give me input on that fact, and I may want to do more videos. Who knows? Thank you very much. This was DTM, and you've just been uploaded.